Jaguars.com coverage of the NFL Scouting Combine continues. JP Shadrick with Charles Davis, NFL Network, CBS Sports, Sirius XM Radio. The list goes on and on. It's always good to see you, man.
It's great to see you as always. I'm just glad someone's crazy enough to employ me. You know?
Well, there's a few people apparently. So not just one.
Yeah,
Word gets around.
I'm lucky enough. I guess I have to keep scrambling, right? I better keep all of them because one's not working. So
love it. Great for thanks for the time. Appreciate
sure,
it.
Of course.
Hey, this is an off season that we haven't seen around Jacksonville in a long time. Coming off a playoff run.
Yes.
Up against the salary cap, players that you want to have back for the long run. So as Trent Baalke said yesterday, it's really about draft and develop now, bring back the guys you have, and that's just unusual around the Jaguars. But when you have success, that's what it's going to be, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you know, it's different but the same in terms of the Buccaneers a few years ago. They won it all. Yet somehow we're able to bring everyone back. Everything came together. Salary cap was available. Guys wanted to be there. Oh, that's right. There's a guy named Brady playing quarterback. Well, obviously Jacksonville didn't win the Super Bowl. But the run in the second half of the season, getting to the playoffs, coming from 800 points behind at halftime to win against the Chargers in the playoffs.
Unreal.
People want to be there now. You have a quarterback people want to play with. There's an exciting time there. A head coach people like playing for. Different, but similar.
Yeah, and a good place to be for the Jags. You mentioned it.
Not a bad place to live either.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yes, it is.
Most
very
times
nice.
a year, and that no state income tax. So that if you want to be a free agent,
well, if you want to make it all about money, JP, I mean, my goodness,
it
we
is
were just
professional
talking about
football, Charles. Last I checked, it's kind of about the money. Charles Davis with us. All right, you mentioned it, 27-0 down in the playoffs. First off, they rallied to get to the playoffs, which was remarkable enough anyway. The quarterback started playing better, didn't turn it over. Defense took the ball away. They beat the Titans. They won the division, and then they're down 27. There's no way. There's no chance. But the quarterback had the mindset to work himself out of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's special.
Special.
That doesn't grow on trees.
It's special. Obviously, his makeup is incredible. But don't forget his head coach at halftime.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes to the obligatory halftime interview, and he could have been slumped. He could have been a little despondent. He could have been, well, it was a heck of a year, and, just for us to get here, and let's see if we can just play, hard in the second half. He had support for that quarterback and still believed in him. And while he saw it all happen, he didn't let it affect him like, okay, I'm going to change everything we do. We just have to play better. This kid's all right. It's amazing when you put all that together. What Jacksonville did in one season's time, what Doug Peterson and his staff did in assessing what they were getting coming in terms of how to relate to players and what players needed from them to start it all off. You and I saw each other in the summer.
Absolutely.
And we had a conversation about that. And you told me that process had started already. This staff knew what they were doing in terms of you can't just come in. That's not what that team needed. They needed some, they needed a chance to trust this new group. And they did all of that. Now you put all together, and they've been accumulating talent. It wasn't just last year's draft. They've been accumulating talent for a while, and it's all paid off.
Charles Davis with us. So, all right, here comes Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Ingram, they've been talking still. We'll see what that happens in the next couple of weeks. You bring Ridley in on top of Kirk and Zay Jones and Evan Ingram, and if they draft another tight end, I mean, this is an offense, all of a sudden you're adding different pieces. What would Ridley do for this offense, and what would it open up for all the rest of those guys?
Yeah, I think you just nailed it. What will it open up? You know, Ridley, if he comes back the way you would expect him to come back, if we see the Ridley that we saw before he had to take his sabbatical from football, you'll see the speed. You'll also see an ability to make plays. He's not just a speedster who runs downfield. Hey, look at me. Look over here so these guys can run routes. If you don't go cover him, he's going to beat you. Right? He's going to make plays. And he's not simply a go ball guy. He can do other things as well. So now you open up things. Now, if you're Evan Ingram, obviously, as you pointed out, professional football, money makes a difference and all. But my goodness, all things being equal, why would you want to be anywhere else? You just had the best year of your career. You have a young quarterback there. You got a coach and staff that believes in you. If you don't think this is the place to be, well, if someone comes with a crazy offer, I get all that. I don't deal with people's money. That's their issue. I said it, I'll say it again. All things being equal, this is the spot for him where he can continue to blossom. That was the Evan Ingram that the Giants drafted.
First-round guy.
That's the guy that they drafted, and he will continue to get better because everyone else will get better on offense around him. And it's nice to see Etienne be a running back.
Yeah, I left him off the list.
But that slot receiver thing, what were they thinking? What was going on? I mean, come on, man.
That was in a past regime. That was a couple.
I know, but what were you thinking? Did you watch his tape at Clemson?
He wasn't that guy.
And by the way, slot receivers grow on trees.
There are a lot of them out there. They're available.
Great running backs don't grow on trees. So I'll stop there.
There you have it. Let's flip to defense. Last couple of minutes with you here. I know you got to make the rounds on Radio Row. So at times, this defense took the ball away. Early in the season, they were really good the first month. And then once December hit, they had big key takeaways and key moments. But there were still times in big situations where they had issues affecting the quarterback getting home. And they have put so much equity into that draft equity, and Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, who's on banners all over the place here this week. I mean, but they just couldn't, consistently get home. Do you keep adding pieces to that? Is it a scheme kind of adjustment? I mean, what's the trick?
You add pieces. You get some more people inside to help you because now they eat up more people. You try to so that you can create more of those one-on-ones. And Trayvon Walker in particular needs to elevate his game. He was drafted to do a lot of things, but you're drafted number one at the top of the board because you're supposed to do something consistently well. And what that something is supposed to be is go get the quarterback. All right, at Georgia, he had everything. Hey, we played this type of a scheme. He played base. He dropped. He did this. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. They drafted him, in my estimation, to eventually become that guy who goes and gets quarterbacks. He has to elevate, get up to that level. If so, look, the great ones, didn't matter if you chipped them, didn't matter if you rolled out the second guy, didn't matter. By the end of the year, they had 12 to 15 sacks.
True.
So that's what they're looking for, elevate his game. And I'm not saying it as a criticism. That's just he's going to a second year. By the way, probably had a better rookie year than he got credit for because Hutchinson came in and played so well in Detroit.
That's right.
And they're always going to be compared.
Always.
He had a better year than people gave him credit for.
I know you have a busy day. Thanks for the time. And let's, you guys, your next one's coming up just now.
Hold on.
What were that spam?
Hold on a second. Let me show you how important and busy I am.